I bet that grip tighter than a special needs kid protecting his Legos. Men trek when they do missionary. It's crazy cause one time I heard mayonnaise clap. I had to stop for a second like, damn we both thick. Stop sending me pilots for your Star Wars series idea. I'm not that. I feel your pain. My mom hooks up with my friends. Hey man, I'm sorry to hear. If you need a friend to talk to, I got you. Tough but fair. The Democratic People's Republic of Korea CQ'd 12 young men for playing League of Legends. You look like you're about to flood Gotham. Just got laid off. Why is 69 afraid of 70? Because they once had a fight in 71. Sorry guys. 70 is a rumored cannibal, but no can prove who's 78. 78 my ace. What was your worst oh shut I duck up moment? When I mistook the get well soon card for the good luck and at your new job card and wrote you deserve this to someone getting chemo. I'm a lesbian and I haven't even made out with a girl yet. So you're a woman who's attracted to women with no women attracted to you? Damn you really put in the LNLBT. See Iram Baba. Around 110 to 120 years old. He is located in India. On his way to fight Jake Paul. Look he can barely fit in there. Children would get this done so much faster and cheaper. Coal mining. My uncut beast is anxious to meet you. Albert Epstein. You have 5 minutes before you die. What are you doing? Step 1. Get who care. Step 2. Begin cautious with who care. Step 3. Die halfway through while balls deep. Step 4. Who care finds out I used superglue instead of lube. Mother duckers realizing they can track their crush's ovulation cycle to pick the perfect time to ask her out. They call me the ketchup taster. 22 years ago, I was born in this hospital. Today I work there as a doctor. So if you die there, the displacement is 0. Arctic explorer Peter Fruchen with his wife, 1937. Fun fact, when he was overtaken by an avalanche, he made a frozen peep dagger to get himself out. Shawshank Redemption. Guys who stay with your family, how do you hide sexual wellness products? Guys who get intimate once in a while, how do you keep condoms and lubes at your home? Put on all the condoms on at once and always keep them on. They'll never check there. You don't know my uncle. What's worse than a worm in your apple? The Loho Coast. A worm in your ace. Oh. If K is a substitute for OK, and some people call their grandpa Pope, could K-pop be a substitute for OK Boomer? My guy, I'm here to blow my load, not my mind. The real take advantage, before it gets cold. Christmas tip, wrap empty boxes. Every time your kid acts up, throw one out the window. What if you run out of kids? Texas offers Donald Trump huge ranch for mass deportation plan. We shall call it New Auschwitz. Oh wait no, that's too obvious. Let's call it Dachau, Auschwitz. What's more impressive when it's done meek? Undressing. How the duck. You never take off your scene suit. Everyone in the world knows these bald men. Even without seeing a photo, you know who should be here. Jada Pinkett Smith. What do beer and catty have in common? After the third, they all taste the same. Yeast has a big effect on flavor. Barracuda, the sea butcher that can kill a human. Barracuda versus. My parents abandoned me at an early age, and I was raised by a family of barracudas. Growing strong off their rich milk, I can attest to their gentle near-passive nature. USPS will honor Betty White with her own stamp in 2025. I don't think I could, in good conscience, click the backside of Betty White. Suit yourself, she was a goddess. Bet it tasted like roses and grape. If a guy sits down at your poker table with his girlfriend behind him, look at her shoes. If you know, you know. I just be checking on feet in general. Ambulance carrying pregnant woman explodes after catching fire in Maharashtra's Jalgaon. Gender reveals getting a little out of hand. When you realize the whole house has been inside you. Where's the dog? Mop, I can't find my hamster. Reminder to not have Slex. Slex is bad for your teeth. Your teeth will fall out. Spread the word. It'll also make your nut fall off and give you lizard tail. Joke's on you. I'm into that shit. Titanic. Rosa on dealt bed. Instead of thinking about her children and her husband, with who she has been living for 70 years, she remembers some homeless dude who ducked her on a boat. Millions of women consider this as a great love story. Just goes to show broke niggas get catty for free and rich niggas gotta pay to play. Forever stuck between wanting to look fit and wanting to fit 5 whole pizzas in my mouth. Hey, oh my god. I bet 5 whole pizzas could fit Pokemon in his mouth. We are good. We are good. Women and their sweeping skills. What's napped as a child, but is awesome as an adult? Doing nothing on weekends. And staying in my house. Definitely. Also, having sex with an adult. Fun fact, weird day I voiced a pony and got his OC to canonically cream pee Pinkie Pie and have kids. I would in a million years never dare to pleasure myself with a ducking grenade. There once was a girl named Jill who tried a stick of dynamite for a thrill. They found her vague in North Carolina and bits of her tights in Brazil. Minecraft Steve origin story. As a child, I yearned for the mines. Proof that children yearn for the mines. At least once a week, I stick my cat's entire head in my mouth to remind her that I could bite her head off in one bite if I wanted to. I do the same with my ace to remind her that I could not give a bigger shit about her. Peter, give me a hand. What happened here? Comment was deleted. Didn't read the comment, but in summary, Jared Way of My Chemical Romance witnessed night 11, inspiring him to form the band. Stephanie Meyer had a wet dream about Jared Way that inspired her to write Twilight. Twilight inspired a fanfiction that turned into 50 Shades of Grey. The main actress in 50 Shades, forget her name, then went on Ellen and didn't take her shot when Ellen accused her of not inviting her to her birthday party, when she did in fact invite her, which was the first domino that fell in Ellen being exposed as an extremely rude person, which thus led to her downfall. Thank Duck for night 11. Chinese middle school destroys phones they confiscated from students as nourishment. They will just make more. You can buy a ticket to see one perform again. Kurt, Lane, Scott, Chris, wouldn't be much of a performance, they're all dead. I remember that my first love was a cousin. She looks nicely like you. All 4 people involved in this were ducking high. 1. The felon cause he obviously overdosed. 2. The guy who was having sex with dog. 3. The cop telling the story. 4. The OP for posting such weird shit. 5. You. For watching and reading all of this shit. 6. You. For repeatedly responding to every post here. 7. Me. Because I just put a shroom up my bed. 8. Shroom. For going up the wrong way without protesting. 9. Bed. For allowing two-way traffic in a one-way street. 10. r/curse comments. For allowing this shut on their sub. Yo guys. I have this girl's needs. Should I keep M? She died, so I don't know. Since I have M, and she's dead, they are kinda like rare ace Pokemon cards. Discontinued by manufacturer type shut. Take the title of the last song you heard, and add in my ace. All I want for Christmas is you in my ace. Cool. But I'm not much of an ace guy. Tastes weird afterward. How much of a Reddit atheist do you have to be to say religious people advocating for life is a bad thing? This Reddit atheist seems to be at the I'm euphoric level of Reddit atheism. In this moment, I'm euphoric. Not because of any funny God's blessing, but because I'm enlightened by my intelligence. How else will we get anime girl scene rugs? Necessary evil. Imagine this is how body pillows are made. The investigation continues. What could that flask possibly contain? Archer Queen's milk. Technoblade being there just made me sad. Did he diddle somebody? No, he ducking died lol. Phew. Are we sure that the gravity around an object affects every other object in the universe? My understanding of gravity is that the mass of something affects space and causes objects to grow closer. My question is, if we know that a dust mote on one side of the universe would be attracted by another mote of dust on the other side, does gravity have a maximum range, so to speak, or does its effects extend out infinitely? We have a theory in which the effects of gravity have infinite range. This theory happens to yield extremely precise predictions, so we have good reason to believe it is true. Obviously we can't actually measure the gravitational force between two dust motes a light year apart or whatever, but neither can we for sure see that there is no one currently ducking your mum on Pluto. None of our telescopes have enough precision to rule out the possibility that someone, maybe a handsome redditor who happens to also be a physicist, is showing your mum a new realm of pleasure on Pluto. Of course, there's no reason to believe anyone is ducking your mum right now on Pluto, and, indeed, all of our best theories about your mum say that she couldn't get out there as quickly, and besides she has better standards than that, but we can't rule it out. How is everyone so good looking in Pakistan? Pakistan mostly people are right, not bulk. Capital turns gas chamber. Residents breathing toxic air plead for help. Gas chamber with juice is incomplete. I would rather go 8 rounds with Violet. Whoa, look at Mr. Big Shot here. Can last a whole minute. If he lets all 8 out in the first 0.5 seconds, he can call it a machine gun. It's seen that witches can lift their noses to drink potions. So maybe the villagers can also lift their noses? They get a nose dunner. Baby, I'm so hard, I could eat the entire carrot. Makes sense, considering you give them food, and they pop out babies. Hi Kevin. The specimen container containing your sample spilled in transit. Unfortunately, when this happens, our lab isn't able to process the sample. We would like to send you another kit free of charge via expedited shipping, so that you can try the process again. Nothing is more important to us than delivering your results to you. Before we can send you your kit, we need you to verify your address. Our Amazon parcel arrived like this today. Do you know anything about that? I thought it was someone else's shampoo from a different package, but now. Boyfriend belittles my attempts at beating Radiant Right Defender. I've been trying to beat the Right Defender on Radiant for a while now. Eventually my boyfriend comes up and watches. I make it to the second phase and die. My boyfriend makes a snarky comment on how the boss is actually pretty easy. Mind you, he's never played this game. I'm so annoyed at him right now. What would you have said? Update, I just beat the Right Defender on Radiant. Probably something along the lines of Doma. Doma. Ha ha ha. Then proceeded to throw my rolled up shut at him. Why aren't grenades designed like these anymore? They have some definite advantages over what is commonly used today, and they seem pretty practical in terms of ergonomics. Doesn't roll. Can throw further. Can stick into ground if necessary. Can give you pleasure. Can anyone explain to me why these are outdated? Mods, insert wacky nourishment or downright a violation of the Geneva Conventions as nourishment. Lava poured in urethra. Metal festival fan. Man hides identity because he told wife he was on work trip. Giagus looking ace. Ness. Bustin' makes me feel G. O-D. I'm a bot, and this action was performed automatically. Please contact the moderators of this subreddit if you have any questions or concerns. Stimulate your portrait. That'll help get ya there. Ah yes, to finish tickling one hole, I need my own hole tickled. How is this reply a minute older than the one above it? Tickling men's holes works mysterious magic, you know. It's not a story the Jedi would tell you. Tickling the dark side del Emerald. If my mom did that, I'd certainly assume something very serious was going on, especially since she's dead. The laws of nature are still true. What is lost always comes back when you end up replacing it. Applies to everything from scotch tape to phones. Same for dads. Should be back soon. Any minute now. It's only been like 42 years. Patience is a virtue. That pack of 6 was only 72 million kilometers away. Won't be long. People who stroke it daily to angry birds. Ima tickle you. Wario ice in a brutal washing machine accident. MP3. He became the paste sauce. Ah yes, this tastes good on my pizza. Rip Chadwick Boseman. You suffered for 4 years and still managed to go to work. Your wise words and your kind spirit will be remembered. I'm glad you're at peace now. It's for Game of Thrones. Oh, never mind. Abandoned funeral home I went. Costco caskets are about $1,200 right now. Just throw me in the trash. I just want to be thrown in the ocean. I just want to be spread all over Disneyland. Oh, and I don't want to be cremated. Most babies inside pregnant woman. South African woman gives birth to 10 babies in Pretoria, reports. Mother of 11 plus them. That's pure body horror. She got a 10 pull. This man made a massive mistake. Bro sounds like he's pleading for mercy. Nah really. Nah, he is just Helen Keller if she was male. Girl dinner. Is bro made of cornstarch? Edit. Desperate 23 male virgin in Kentucky. Hit me up please. You/cheese for breakfast. This is your realm of expertise, isn't it? According to my extensive research, it seems as if bro, assumedly, since this is definitely T-cram, has been eating at least one entire loaf of bread for breakfast every day. The consistency is slightly gloopy, which alludes to the presence of excessive protein. I'm guessing he gets at least double the recommended amount per sitting per day. Furthermore, it looks as if his hydration habits are under control, which is a plus. He's definitely getting at least 64 ounces a day, so you don't have to worry. Now, assuming a standard bowl of medium size being 400 milliliters, and the bowl itself being about 2/3 full, bringing it up to about 265 milliliters of cram. As the claim says, it took 6 hours and the average amount of repopulate on the high end would be about 5 milliliters. That brings it to 53 awesomes in 6 hours, or 1 every 6 minutes 48 seconds. Given this information, I have to say I think this is more on his partner needing to step up their throat game. If they can't drain a guy within 5 minutes every time, they are definitely slacking. Source, I give head. Damn well. Hello everybody, my name is Welcome. Markiplier. Who's coming? If you're coming right now, let me see it. Let me see it. Show me. Huh. He who is coming. He who is Portuguese. Portuguese. Was that the bite of 87? Portuguese. Why is my fireball freezing? Because it's cold. My freezer doesn't get to -173 Fahrenheit. If you throw a shot glass of alcohol into a bottle of water, it will still freeze. Fireball is not known for a high alcohol content. Afghanistan. Osama bin Laden. The average horse repopulation has the same amount of calories as a Burger King Whopper. You're telling me that I could have just went to Burger King this entire time? Your username is how you lose your virgin city. How screwed up are you? Doesn't matter, has legs. Sorry, but you have to pick one. Your pet ice. 40%. 10 random children die. 60%. As a person who doesn't own any pets, picking the 10 random kids to die was an easy choice. A door Cheyenne is $500. Plan B is $50. A condo is $5. Being guy is free. The choice is yours. Bro, condos are free. I always find a bunch on the side of the road. If reincarnation was ever confirmed, there would probably be a drastic spike in C-sides. You mean re-rolls? When you get the scene you didn't want, so you re-roll. How uncircumcised guys look at circumcised guys. Imagine not having somewhere to hide a few Skittles or M&Ms to surprise your girlfriend later. Lame. I couldn't decide if I wanted dangs or not, so I cut dangs for my daughter and she looks awful. Dodged a bullet there. Great tip. Was wondering whether or not I should get circumcised. This should make deciding much easier. One time, I was eating out my girlfriend when I tasted the unmistakable flavor of horse semen. I said, oh, grandma, you stinky butch, so that's how you died. I'm going to hell for eating this. It just got worse every word. Horses get darted on more than any other animal. Tell that to my cat. Can a tampon in my bed stop diarrhea? Asking for a friend. Can somebody, let's say my friend, use a tampon in their bed to stop diarrhea? It will for a short while, but then the pressure will build up. The leaking will start, and then at some point you won't be able to hold it in, and the tampon will shotgun across the room. It will hurt. Stealth bomber disappears. Goosebumps. My dad disappeared just like this when he left the house 6 years ago. Signs of water are detected in a galaxy 12.88 billion light years from Earth. Galaxy 12.8 billion light years away. 1. Africa. 0. Fun fact, did you know that the bigger guy has, the slower he walks? So you're telling me my grandpa is packing? One way to find out. Dolphins cut off the head of smaller fish and use their body for masturbation. Wow, I thought I was the only one. What are some underrated porn sites? National Geographic. That is the OG porn site. Sorry for being so sensitive today. As soon as I turned the stream off, I realized I got my period LMRO. Ducking hormones manimemsldnaker. Can you send me a vial of those period blood? I can send one of mine in return. Blood sisters forever's Oxo. When you wake up in the morning seeing her 2-year-old son chewing on the condo you threw on the floor. Getting rid of the competition. Imagine having no pens. I have one, that's the problem. Just cut it off. Okay, I'm bleeding. Is that what a period is? Ask me a question about Subnautica, and then edit it to make me look bad. Best way to seduce a girl I like. Stasis rifle and knife. What are some actually interesting small talk questions for a first date? So, how long do you think your family would wait to file a missing persons report? I was about to ask you the same thing. Your Kentucky Derby horse name is a symptom of one of your mental illnesses plus the last thing you ate. Seacidal protein shake.